Hello everyone. Welcome back to Fluent English. We're so happy you're here with us today. If you're learning English and you want to sound more natural in everyday conversations, you're in the right place. Today we're going to talk about something that native speakers use all the time but many English learners don't practice enough. We're talking about quick replies, those short, simple answers that make conversations feel smooth, friendly, and natural.
Hey everyone, it's great to have you with us again. You know, when I first started paying attention to everyday conversations, I noticed something interesting. People almost never answered with long sentences. Instead, they said things like sure, will do, not yet, sounds good, I hope so, or me too. These little replies happen hundreds of times every day.
Exactly, and that's what makes this lesson so useful. You can know thousands of English words, but if you don't know these short responses, your conversations can still sound a little stiff. I remember hearing people answer with just absolutely, or no worries, and wondering why it sounded so much more natural than the full sentences I had learned from textbooks.
Today's lesson is going to change that. We're going to learn 30 quick replies that Americans use in everyday life. You'll hear them at work, at school, while shopping with friends, with family, and even while ordering coffee.
By the end of today's episode, you'll know when to use these expressions, what they really mean, and how to sound more confident when you reply. You'll also practice them with us, so don't just listen. Say the answers out loud. That's one of the fastest ways to build speaking confidence.
Before we jump in, we'd love to hear from you. Where are you learning English from? Tell us your country in the comments and let us know which quick reply you already use the most. We read your comments every week, and it's always exciting to see learners from around the world.
And if you're enjoying these lessons, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Fluent English, and share this episode with someone who's learning English too. Every new lesson is designed to help you sound more like a real English speaker, one conversation at a time.
All right, grab a notebook if you'd like, warm up your voice, and let's start learning some quick replies that you'll actually hear every single day.
Let's begin with the basic idea. A quick reply is simply a short answer that replaces a longer sentence. Instead of saying, "Yes, I understand what you're saying," many native speakers simply say, "Got it." Instead of saying, "I will do that later," they often say, "Will do." These replies save time and make conversations flow naturally.
Think about this simple structure, question plus short reply, for example. Are you ready? Yep. Did you finish your homework? Not yet. Can you help me later? Sure. Do you understand? Got it. Notice how nobody feels the need to give a long explanation every time.
Here's a simple formula you can remember. Question plus short reply or statement plus short response, that's really it. The goal isn't to speak less. The goal is to answer naturally when a longer answer isn't necessary.
Let's look at our first 5 quick replies. Sure, absolutely, no problem, will do, got it. Imagine your friend says, "Can you send me that picture later?" You can answer sure, or will do, or even no problem. Each one feels friendly, but the meaning is a little different.
That's true. Sure is a simple yes. Absolutely shows stronger enthusiasm. Will do means you'll complete the request. Got it means you understand the instructions. And no problem tells the other person that helping isn't an inconvenience.
Here's another example. Please lock the door before you leave. Got it. Can you pick up some milk? Will do. Can you help me move this table? Sure, simple, natural, and very common.
I use these expressions almost every day. If my sister texts me, "Don't forget dinner at 7, I usually answer, "Got it." If a coworker asks me to send a file, I reply, "Will do." I don't usually type a complete sentence because these short replies already communicate everything.
What about you? Do people use short replies in your language? Think about it for a moment. Is there an expression that's similar to sure or no problem? Tell us in the comments. We'd love to compare different languages.
Now let's learn another group. Not yet. I already did. I don't think so. I hope so. Maybe. These are perfect when someone asks a question.
Listen carefully. Have you eaten? Not yet. Did you call your mom? I already did. Will it rain today? I don't think so. Are we going to win? I hope so. Are you coming tonight? Maybe. Notice that every answer is short but complete.
Here's something learners sometimes forget. A short reply doesn't mean you're being rude. Your tone matters. If you smile and say, "Sure," it sounds warm and friendly. If you mumble "sure" without looking at the person, it can sound less enthusiastic. So practice not only the words, but also your voice.
Great point. The same reply can sound excited, polite, or uncertain depending on how you say it.
Let's also look at negative replies. Nope, not really, not anymore. I can't, no thanks. Each one has a different purpose. Nope is an informal way to say no. Not really means not exactly. Not anymore means something was true before but isn't true now. I can't means you're unable to do something. No thanks politely refuses an offer.
Here are some examples. Do you still play soccer? Not anymore. Do you like spicy food? Not really. Would you like more coffee? No thanks. Can you work tomorrow? I can't. Very simple, very useful.
Now it's your turn to practice. I'll ask a question, and you answer out loud before.
Gives the example. Ready? Are you busy? Not really.
Can you send me the information later?
Will do.
Do you understand the directions?
Got it.
Would you like another piece of cake?
No thanks.
Nice job. Speaking out loud is one of the best ways to remember these expressions because your mouth starts getting comfortable with the sounds.
Before we move on, here's a little challenge. Choose 3 of today's quick replies and write 1 original sentence for each in the comments. Don't worry about being perfect. The more you practice, the more natural these expressions will become. So here's our quick summary. Quick replies are short, natural answers that native speakers use every day. Today we learned expressions like sure, absolutely, will do, got it, not yet, I hope so, not really, and no thanks. These little phrases may be short, but they'll make a big difference in the way your English sounds. In the next section, we'll build on these basics and learn even more everyday replies that help conversations flow like a native speaker's.
Welcome back. Now that you've learned the basics, let's build on them. In this section, we're going to look at quick replies that help you agree, disagree, show surprise, or respond naturally in conversations. These are the little expressions that make your English sound relaxed instead of textbook-like.
That's right, many learners answer every question with yes or no. There's nothing wrong with that, but native speakers usually have a lot more options. They mix things up depending on the situation, their feelings, and how casual the conversation is.
Let's start with some common replies for agreement. Me too. Me neither. So do I. Same here. I know, these are incredibly common.
Here's how they work. I love pizza. Me too. I'm tired today. Same here. I don't like waking up early. Me neither. I enjoy traveling. So do I. That movie was amazing. I know. Each reply keeps the conversation moving without repeating the whole sentence.
Here's a simple rule. For positive statements, you can use me too, so do I, or same here. For negative statements, use me neither. For example, I can't swim, me neither, not me too. That's a very common mistake.
Exactly, here's another example. I'm not hungry, me neither. But if someone says, I'm hungry, then you answer, me too. That tiny difference makes your English much more accurate.
Let's imagine we're having lunch together. I'm thinking about ordering a burger.
Same here.
I really love French fries.
Me too.
I don't want anything spicy.
Me neither. See how easy that feels? That's how real conversations sound. Now let's move to another group of quick replies. Of course, why not? Sounds good, good idea, works for me. Imagine someone says, let's meet at 6. You could answer, sounds good, or works for me. Both are natural and friendly.
If someone asks, can you help me tomorrow? You might answer, of course. If a friend says, let's try that new restaurant, you can reply, why not? Or, good idea. Native speakers use these all the time.
Here's a short conversation. Do you want to watch a movie tonight? Sounds good. Should we invite Emma? Good idea. Can we leave at 7? Works for me. Notice that none of these replies are long, but the conversation feels warm and natural.
Now let's compare casual and slightly more formal English. If your friend asks, can you send me the file? You might simply say, sure. At work you could say, of course, or absolutely. They're all correct, but absolutely often sounds a little more professional and enthusiastic.
Here's another comparison. Casual, sounds good. Professional, that sounds great. Casual, no problem. Professional, my pleasure. Knowing both styles helps you adjust depending on who you're talking to.
Let's practice with a real-life situation. Imagine your coworker says, we have a meeting tomorrow at 9. How would you reply? You could say, got it, or sounds good. Now imagine your best friend says, let's grab some coffee. You might answer, I'm in. that's another excellent quick reply that means, yes, I'd love to join.
Oh, I use that one all the time. Who's coming to the game tonight? I'm in. It sounds energetic and friendly.
Here's another useful expression. Count me in. It's very similar. We're going hiking this weekend. Count me in. You're saying you definitely want to participate.
Time for a quick practice activity. I'll read a situation. Think of the best reply before.
Answers ready. Want to order pizza tonight. Sounds good.
Can you help me move this weekend?
Of course.
We're planning a beach trip.
Count me in.
I really enjoyed that book.
Me too.
Great job. If you answered out loud, you're already building better speaking habits.
Here are 3 tips to help these expressions become part of your everyday English. First, listen for them in movies, TV shows, podcasts, and YouTube videos. Once you notice them, you'll realize how often people use them. Second, don't memorize them as individual vocabulary words. Learn them as complete expressions. Instead of remembering only good, remember sounds good. Third, use them immediately. Every time you practice English, replace long textbook answers with natural quick replies whenever possible.
That's such an important tip. Learning happens much faster when you actually use the language instead of just reading it.
We'd love another challenge for you. Write 3 short conversations in the comments using today's expressions. For example, want to study together? Sounds good. Keep them short and natural. Reading other learners' examples is also a great way to practice.
Let's review what we've learned in this section. We practiced agreement with me too, same here, so do I, and me neither. We learned friendly responses like sounds good, works for me, good idea, of course, I'm in, and count me in. These expressions help your conversations sound smoother, more confident, and much closer to the way Americans speak every day.
You're doing an amazing job. Now let's explore another group of quick replies that express emotions, reactions, and everyday feelings. These are especially useful because conversations aren't only about answering questions. They're also about reacting naturally to what other people say.
Exactly. Imagine your friend tells you, I finally got the job. You probably wouldn't answer with just, yes. Instead, you'd react with something like, that's awesome, nice, no way, good for you. Those reactions make conversations feel alive.
Let's learn several common ones. No way, awesome, nice, that's great, good for you, I bet, exactly, totally. Each one has its own personality.
Here's some context. I passed my driving test. Awesome, I'm moving to New York. No way, I finally finished my project. Nice, it's been a busy week. I bet. Learning English takes practice. Exactly. These are replies you'll hear every single day.
Here's an important tip about politeness. If someone shares good news, always react before changing the subject. For example, I got promoted today. Instead of immediately asking another question, first say, that's great, or congratulations, then continue the conversation. That little habit makes you sound friendly and thoughtful.
Tone is also very important. Take the expression nice. With a cheerful voice, it sounds supportive. With a flat voice, it can sound like you don't really care. So remember, your voice carries meaning too.
Let's practice another everyday situation. I'll be your friend. I finally cleaned my entire apartment.
Nice.
I'm going on vacation next week.
Awesome.
I haven't slept much this week.
I bet.
See how natural that feels.
Now let's look at replies people use when they aren't completely sure. We'll see, hopefully, I guess, could be, maybe. Imagine someone asks, do you think it'll rain? You might answer, hopefully not. Or simply, we'll see. These expressions sound much more conversational than always saying, I don't know.
Here's another mini dialogue. Do you think we'll finish early? We'll see. Will they accept my application? Hopefully. Is that the new teacher? Could be. Native speakers love these short, flexible replies.
Let's do another speaking exercise. I'll ask the questions. Answer before.
Does ready, your friend says, I finally bought a new car. Awesome.
Someone says this test is really difficult.
I bet.
Do you think our team will win?
Hopefully.
We're thinking about going hiking this weekend.
Count me in.
Excellent. The more often you answer out loud, the more automatic these expressions become.
Before we finish this section, here's one last challenge. Choose 5 of today's quick replies and use them in your own conversations this week. They don't have to be perfect. The goal is to make them feel natural. Then come back and tell us in the comments which one you used the most and how people responded.
Let's wrap up this section with a quick review. Today we learned how to react naturally with expressions like awesome, nice, no way, exactly, totally, and I bet. We also practiced uncertain replies like we'll see, hopefully, and could be. These expressions help you sound relaxed, friendly, and confident in real conversations. Together with the quick replies from the previous sections, you're building a toolkit that native speakers use every single day.
Before we finish today's lesson, let's talk about something every English learner experiences: making mistakes. Trust us, we've made plenty of language mistakes ourselves when learning other languages. The good news is that mistakes are part of the learning process. Every mistake teaches you something new, and today's common mistakes are easy to fix once you know what to watch for.
Absolutely. Let's look at the first mistake. Many learners answer every question with a full sentence, even when a short reply sounds much more natural. Incorrect. Can you help me tomorrow? Yes, I can help you tomorrow. Correct. Sure, of course, will do. All three answers mean the same thing, but the shorter replies sound much more like everyday American English.
The longer answer isn't wrong grammatically. The problem is that native speakers usually don't repeat information that's already clear from the question. English conversations are often quick and efficient. That's why short replies sound so natural.
Here's another common mistake. Incorrect. I don't like coffee. Me too. Correct. I don't like coffee. Me neither. Remember the difference. Use me too after positive statements. Use me neither after negative statements. Let's practice I love chocolate. Me too. I can't swim. Me neither.
This mistake happens because learners focus on the meaning instead of the grammar. The first sentence is positive, so you answer with a positive agreement. The second sentence is negative, so your reply also needs to match the negative idea.
Here's mistake number 3. Many learners use yes or no for every situation. Imagine someone says, let's go for a walk. Instead of saying, yes, try one of these. Sounds good, I'm in, why not, count me in. These replies sound much warmer and more conversational.
They also show a little personality. If every answer is simply yes, conversations can feel a bit flat. Mixing in different expressions makes you sound more confident and more engaged with the other person.
Now for another common mistake. Someone gives you good news. I got a promotion. Some learners immediately ask another question. When do you start? That's okay, but first react to the news. Say something like, that's awesome. Congratulations, good for you. Then continue the conversation.
Exactly. Native speakers usually acknowledge the emotion before changing the topic. It shows that you're listening and that you care about what the other person is saying.
Let's make this fun with a couple of funny examples. Friend, I just won free concert tickets. Learner, yes, that sounds a little strange. A better answer would be, no way, that's awesome, good for you. Those reactions feel much more natural.
Here's another one. Friend, would you like another slice of pizza? Learner, no, I would not like another slice of pizza because I am already full. That's perfectly correct English, but it sounds much more formal than everyday conversation. Most people would simply say, no thanks, or I'm good thanks.
Let's do a quick practice together. I'll give you the situation and you say the best quick reply out loud before.
Answers, ready. Can you send me the report this afternoon? Will do.
I don't enjoy horror movies.
Me neither.
Let's try that new restaurant tonight.
Sounds good.
I finally finished my English homework.
Nice.
Great job. Remember, mistakes aren't something to fear. They're signs that you're practicing, and practice is exactly how fluency grows.
So don't worry if you mix up me too and me neither once in a while. Every native speaker has made language mistakes before, too. Keep practicing, keep listening, and little by little these quick replies will become automatic.
That's the goal. You don't want to stop and translate every reply in your head. You want these expressions to come naturally, just like they do for native speakers.
Now it's time for one of our favorite parts of every episode, practice. We're going to play a quick game called Choose the Correct Sentence. Listen to the situation, think about your answer, and say it out loud before we reveal the best choice.
Situation number 1, your friend says, I'm going to the beach this weekend. Which reply sounds more natural? Option A, yes, I think that is acceptable. Option B. Sounds fun. The better answer is option B. It's friendly, natural, and keeps the conversation going.
Situation number 2. Someone asks, "Can you help me move tomorrow?" Option A, will do. Option B, yes, I possess the ability to help you tomorrow. The better answer is option A. Short, clear, and exactly how people often speak.
Situation number 3. Your coworker says, I finally finished that huge project. Option A. Awesome. Option B. I acknowledge your completion. Definitely option A. It shows enthusiasm and feels genuine.
Situation number 4. A friend says, "I don't eat meat." Which reply fits best? Option A, me neither. Option B, me too. The correct answer is option A because the original sentence is negative.
Let's add a few variations. If you're talking with close friends, expressions like awesome, nice, or I'm in sound perfectly natural. In a workplace or more formal setting, you might choose absolutely, of course, or that sounds great. It's the same friendly idea, just with a slightly different tone.
Here's your final challenge for today. Think of a real conversation you'll probably have this week. Maybe you'll text a friend, talk to a coworker, or chat with a classmate. Try replacing one long answer with one of today's quick replies. Then come back and tell us in the comments which expression you used. We'd love to hear your examples, and you might even inspire another learner.
Remember, fluent English isn't about using the biggest words or the longest sentences. It's about responding naturally, confidently, and at the right moment. The more you practice these quick replies out loud, the more they'll become part of your everyday English.
Wow, what a great lesson. If you've been practicing along with us, you've learned some of the most useful quick replies that Americans use every single day. These short expressions may seem simple, but they're a big part of sounding natural and confident in English. Instead of stopping to think about a long sentence, you now have dozens of ready-to-use replies for real conversations.
That's right, today we covered 3 main ideas. First, we learned basic quick replies like sure, will do, got it, not yet, no thanks, and I hope so. Second, we practiced replies that help you agree, accept invitations, and keep conversations flowing, such as me too, me neither, sounds good, works for me, and count me in. Finally, we looked at natural reactions like awesome, nice, exactly, totally, I bet, and we'll see. Together, these expressions will help your English sound much more like everyday American English.
Remember, becoming fluent doesn't happen because you memorize hundreds of grammar rules. It happens because you use English consistently in real situations. Every time you replace a long textbook answer with a natural quick reply, you're taking another step toward sounding like a confident speaker. Don't worry if you can't remember all 30 expressions today. Pick 5 or 6 that you really like and start using them this week. Once those feel natural, add a few more. Small improvements every day lead to big progress over time.
Before we finish, we'd love to hear from you. Which quick reply was your favorite today? Was it will do, sounds good, no way, count me in, or maybe me neither? Tell us in the comments, and if you know another short English reply that you hear all the time, share that too. Your ideas might help another learner discover a new expression.
And here's one more challenge before our next episode. During the next 7 days, try using at least 10 of today's quick replies in your English conversations. You can practice with a friend, your teacher, a language partner, or even by talking to yourself in front of a mirror. The important thing is to say them out loud. The more your mouth practices these expressions, the more naturally they'll come to you when you're speaking.
If today's lesson helped you, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with another English learner, and subscribe to Fluent English so you never miss a new episode. Every week we bring you practical English that's easy to understand, fun to practice, and useful in real life.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us today. We know you have many ways to study English, and we're grateful that you chose to learn with Fluent English. Keep practicing, stay curious, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Every conversation is another chance to improve.
Keep speaking, keep smiling, and keep believing in yourself. Your English gets stronger every time you use it. Thanks for listening, take care, and see you next time.